The January 6th committee is once again holding a televised hearing today that should be starting pretty much any moment now. But before that begins, there's a couple things everybody needs to know about what is going to be talked about during today's hearings. One of the things that we learned yesterday was the fact that the Secret Service has now released maybe about 1 million pages of documents to the January 6th committee. Of course, after claiming, we can't find anything, we don't know where it is, but here's 1 million documents. And these documents are actually very pertinent because they do call back to testimony given by Cassidy Hutchinson, Mark Meadows' former aide, over the summer. These documents corroborate her story, which of course was that Donald Trump was well aware that his supporters were armed and dangerous during and before the Capitol riot. Now, it's important to make those two distinctions, right? The before the riot and during the riot. Because what these new emails tell us, and again, this is something the committee is supposed to be talking about today. We'll obviously know when it comes up. But these emails show that the Secret Service was fully aware and had even briefed Donald Trump on the fact that his supporters were armed. In spite of that knowledge, and this was prior to the riot, Donald Trump insisted that they be let into the Stop the Steal rally. Furthermore, he still wanted to go with them to the Ellipse, which they said was, no, don't do that. These people are armed, these people are dangerous. And he said, I don't care, I want to walk with them to the Capitol. Then, because it gets even worse, folks, then while the actual riot was taking place, you had emails from the Secret Service headquarters warning about do not let Donald Trump out of that building. Do not let him out of the White House. He still wants to go. You cannot do this. So Donald Trump, during the riot, right, while he's tweeting out inflammatory things about his Vice President Mike Pence, still wanted to go with those people while the riot was happening. That is what these emails confirm. And again, this is what Cassidy Hutchinson had hinted at during her testimony to the committee over the summer. So that is just one of many things we're most likely going to hear about today. I imagine they probably got some even more explosive stuff. We have had radio silence from the committee for 2 months now, actually a little more than that at this point, but it's time, right? We need these hearings. They should be in prime time. I am a little disappointed that they're doing it in the middle of a day on a Thursday. This should be primetime news. These are the stories that the American public needs to hear. We saw what these stories did over the summer, how it tanked Republican Party poll numbers. And of course, convinced a lot of people that yes, Donald Trump needs to face indictment for his actions on January 6th. We have to get back to that point. And if the committee plays it smart, which they have been, I think we will. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.